Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, 1 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. So you know what the hell that means. It means we're going live, people, in front of a live studio audience. Remember hearing that as a kid watching sitcoms and shit. This show was taped in front of a live studio audience. I always remember that show Bob Newhart, where he owned the hotel or the inn or whatever, and those characters is I'm Daryl, this is my brother Daryl, this is my other brother Daryl. Remember watching that shit. Love 80s TV. Love it, love it, love it. You hear some of the jokes they make, and you look at it through the prism of today. No way in the world they can make those shows now. No way in the world. And back then it was funny. Back then it was funny. They were just jokes. Everybody laughed. That was it. Remember that? Remember, kids, way back when you just laughed at something on TV and then that was it? But now everybody has to get sad and send emails and end people's careers and cancel shit. But some of the shit they say on the jokes and stuff, I mean, hilarious. But knowing the world we live in now, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Everybody on that damn show, if they played an episode like that the next day, what would they do? They release a statement on Twitter. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. And my best friend's LGBT alphabet soup group, Ku Klux Trans, and I never meant it, and I should have thought about it. Shut the fuck up. Just say your jokes, laugh, and be done. You don't see any of them giving back the money they made, do you? Oh, snap. Ouch. You hear that, guys? That's that super chat cherry getting popped. At least they were gentle. Thank you very much, Bryant Lawson. You're very gentle. He says, hey, this isn't the mall. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper, and Heavy D up in the limousine. I see what you did there, Bryant Lawson. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Remember, what was that character, Calhoun Tubbs, on A Living Color, the old blues singer who would sing fucked up shit, and he ended every song with, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, 80s and 90s TV come back. But first, guys, let's handle some business, huh? Shall we? Let's handle some business. Friends, American farmers recently warned about coming food shortages. They're not going to be able to grow enough food this year because of an off-the-charts fertilizer shortage. Well, why don't they check DC? There's plenty of fertilizer there. There we go. That means you need to stockpile emergency food if you don't have some. Get the recommended minimum of 3 months worth of food per person in your family. Right now, you can save $150 off a 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest preparedness company, proudly offering Ready Hour brand products because they're the very best. Go to preparewithjericho.com, get your $150 savings on their 3-month emergency food kit. This kit provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks totaling over 2,000 calories a day. You won't go hungry when you have this food. So go to preparewithjericho.com, save $150 on the 3-month emergency food kit. Go to preparewithjericho.com. Don't let your family suffer. Act now while there's still time. Go to preparewithjericho.com. You know what? My family, my wife and I, we've been doing that. We've been buying seeds. We're getting one of those planter boxes you can put above ground to keep them safe from the damn critters. Hold on. Well, first of all, Jessica can too. Thank you for that super sticker. Caroline. 714, thank you. Hey, Jericho. You're my favorite YouTuber, and today's my 40th birthday. Girl, 40. Welcome. Welcome to your 40s. Come on in. The water's fine. Don't be afraid. All right? 40's just fine. Now, some things are going to start happening now that you're 40, Caroline. Okay, one of the things that happened to me, Yeah, I think that's pretty much the only thing that's happened so far. A few days after I turned 40, I would be sitting there looking at my phone, and you start doing this, huh? Once you start doing this, Caroline, time for the glasses. Get too close, all blurry. So I had to get these. But that's pretty much it. It's not like you're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, and like fall out of bed and you can't move. 40, you're still young. You're still doing great. There's still people playing professional sports at 40 years old. You're gonna be fine, Caroline. Okay. I don't know if you drink. If you do, have one for me tonight. I hope you have your favorite meal surrounded by your favorite people. If you have a man or a significant other in your life, I hope they do something weird to you tonight, something out of the ordinary, a little birthday. Here you go. I hope it's a great day. Hope it's drama free and you get to do what you want to do. And Caroline, if you have kids, you already know they are more excited about your birthday than you are. Whatever your day consists of, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for spending part of your birthday. Yeah. Got somebody else? See what you started, Caroline? Now everybody gonna start sending that super chat. Say, go ahead. Oh, everybody's so nice. They're wishing you happy birthday, Caroline. It's great. And I hope nobody sings happy birthday to you if you don't like that. Some people don't like that shit. And if you don't, I hope they don't sing it to you. Damn it, Janet. Thank you for the $9.99. Add to the Freedom Seeds Fund. Thank you. And you know what? What surprised me, see, because I'm thinking like back in the day when I would go to the hardware store, or as my son would say, the hardwood store. When I would go to the hardware store with my dad, you look at seeds and it's like 50 cents for like 1 million seeds. A little bag, get a bunch of seeds in there. But that's not the case anymore. Them shits were $1.89 up to $2.29 for some seeds. And I'm not talking no crazy shit. I'm talking parsley, watermelon, some green onions, cucumbers, tomatoes, basic shit. $1.89 to $2.29 per pack. I was not happy, but I'm stocking up on that shit, and hopefully we'll figure out and get to. Hold on a second. Just jotting something down. Hopefully, we'll get the rhythm of the weather patterns and things like this, because around here, we're in a different area. We just moved up here, so we get the rhythm of things. So we'll get to figure out, when to plant stuff, how long it takes. It's all that kind of stuff. We got to get in that rhythm. So when this shit happens, because it's going to happen, we'll be ready. Grand Champ Pros, good to see you too. Nicholas Skeels, you have pumpkins this year. See, that's what the rhythm I'm talking about. We can get it to where we plant them at the right time, and then the pumpkins are ready for Halloween, so the kids can carve them. All that kind of shit. Yep, that's right. Make sure you like and share. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. That's what we want. Thomas Decode. Hey, this isn't the mall. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. A little Rick Astley, huh? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. You look at that dude, you never expected Rick Astley to sound like that. He was 112 pounds with red hair. He looked like Frank Sinatra's ginger son. Never gonna give, never gonna give. I like that song. See, my wife, she be talking shit to me when when we're riding together with the kids or something like that. I like 80s music, like 80s pop music. I like it. Rick Astley, New Shoes, Terrence Trent D'Arby, so a little Tears for Fears, some Phil Collins. Yeah, I like Phil Collins. Don't tell me you don't try to time that drum solo when it comes in on air in the night. Don't lie to me. I like 80 songs. Prince, come on, man. And a song that doesn't get a lot of play because of the lyrics, but he has a song called Sexy Motherfucker. Man, if you like James Brown, so if you always want to hear James Brown do a song with Prince, check out Sexy Motherfucker. That song. Whew. But the 80s, man, I love it. 80s music. My wife's like, oh, why are you listening to this elevator music? Don't let Toto come in there. Hold the line. Or is that 70s? I'm going to say that's early 80s. But, man, Hall & Oates, Whitney Houston, DeBarge. Let me stop right now because we'll never get to our topics. We'll never get there. I love that shit. My wife always gives me, why are you listening to elevator music? It's not elevator music. It's 80s. Anyway, let's see what Eddie V's talking about. J to the MFNG. Thank you for the Hamilton, Eddie B. Absolutely love the channel and content. Please keep it up. Please tell us a story. I'm trying to tell you a story. I'll think of one. I got a lot of stories. I just try not to, I don't want to tell them over and over again. Those of you who have been with me for a while, you've heard them. But if I think of a good one, whether I've told it or not, I'll throw it out there. Oh, here, I got a quick one. Oh, Brian Kingby Falcon. The 80s was a vibe. Ooh, now it's 15 minutes past the hour, 9:15. Let's listen to a vibe. I'll tell you a quick story. I'll tell you the story about the time that I slipped down the stairs in my church shoes and knocked the wind out of myself. So Sunday morning, and everybody else is outside. My mom's called me like 2 or 3 times. Let's go, we're leaving. So she goes outside. I hear her start the car. So I gotta go. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, why I wasn't ready. But getting everything ready, I put my dress pants on and my shirt, tuck it in and all that. Because we always the church growing up, we always dress nice for church. I've been to churches where people wear jeans and t-shirts or whatever. But us, we had to dress up for church. So my mom done comb my hair and stuff, which most of the time was painful. So I'm dressed and everything. I put my dress shoes on. I'm ready to go. I tie them. And so coming around the corner, see, I'm going to blame this on physics because my room, when you come out of my room, you were facing like the side of the stairs. My room, then the railing, then you had to go around and then go down the stairs. So due to the pressure from my mom, I'm going to blame it. I'm going to take the victimhood route. Blame it on my mom for yelling, and I'm going to blame it on physics for changing my trajectory. So I come out of my room, I round that corner. When I rounded that corner, you know what I mean? I got that what's called centrifugal force or something. When I came around the corner, that kind of pushed me, that got me going too hot down the stairs. I was coming in too hot down the stairs, 14 of them. So I take that first step, carpet too. I take that first step and my feet go right up in the air. And I went all the way down to the bottom of the steps on my ass. Then I'm laying at the bottom of the steps like trying to get my air back. I hear my mom honking the horn about to leave me. She wasn't really going to leave me, but I thought she was. So I have to simultaneously get up, try to start breathing again, and get to the car. Needless to say, people, I made it. But I turned back and I looked at the stairs like the stairs had something, like the stairs moved and tripped me. I was so pissed. You ever been mad, scared, and couldn't breathe at the same time? That was me on that Sunday morning. Not one of my best times. But that's what happened. I knew it. As soon as I took that first step, the right foot went up in the air, all the way down. Just trying to put my hands up and open my lungs. It was all fucked up, guys. It was all fucked up. But the important thing is we made it to church. We made it to church, guys. On time, mind you. But, fucking dress shoes. Ranson Shan. What are you talking about today? Why'd that disappear? Here we go. Thanks for the twomp. The parallels are insane. Today's Supreme Court decentralized an inhumane practice, one that the Democrats are trying their hardest to keep alive nationwide through intimidation, deception, and slander. 1860s, anyone? They have to keep those kind of things alive. They have to keep those kind of grievances going because the 1860s and the 1960s is where they live. That's where all of their power resides. All of their gripes and complaints and their issues are old and already taken care of. Civil rights, women's rights, all this bullshit, it's already been done. Why are you trying to revive this dead horse and beat it again is it's not beyond me. It's because it's all they have. They have no facts. They have no logic. They have no message. They have no plan. All they have is emotions. And since they know every person has emotions, how well you're in touch with them changes person to person. But since we all have them, that's why they do it, because that's their chance to get all of us or enough of us behind this bullshit. They have to live in those old times. They have to live in the past. That's where everything is. They don't got shit. It's 2022. Go back to somebody in 1922. Tell them what we have. They will break their neck to get here. Wait a minute. You guys don't suffer from all these diseases anymore? The sky's not always black like this? Everything doesn't have a layer of soot on it? I'm not going to die from this low-level injury? Oh, man. You guys have treatment and therapy for people coming back from war, so I don't have to carry this all right here, try to drown it in my favorite drink? Shit. They trade places with your victimhood ass in a second. Go ahead and talk to somebody from the past when life was really hard, where every other kid you had was going to die. That's why they had so many kids back in the day. Not only did they have a farm or some shit, they kept dying. But we're going to cry and bitch now in 2022? Wow. I see you guys in the comment section. I'll get to that. Don't worry, Abner Miller. You're here now. That's the important thing. Don't dwell in the past. It's water under your bridge. Oh, I saw another super duper in here. Let's get to it. Oh, Caroline. Thank you again. Your women is a vibe with the mic is hilarious. You know, sometimes things just come to you. And that just happened. But you guys helped me create that. The comment section was on fire when we started that. Grand Champ Pros, what about Kate Bush running up the mountain? Yeah, man, but Stranger Things killed that for me. Stranger Things killed that one. This shit's everywhere now. Let me make sure I didn't miss any supers, because I'm pretty sure I saw some in there. Don't worry, guys. Eventually, we will get started on the live stream today. We will get started eventually. It's going to be a good one. Okay, let's see. Cowboy Buster, thank you. Move to China, Lebron, you commie lover. You ain't going to do that. LeBron can't live the way he does here over there. He ain't going to do that shit. No way. Caroline again. Girl, why you give me all this money on your birthday? Thank you. It's like it's my birthday, too. I had 2 kids. Being a woman is not just a vibe. Caroline, birthday girl, are you sure it's not just a vibe? Ooh, you sure about that? Anybody could have had those 2 kids. Caroline, you should have passed it off to your man, because it's just a vibe. We can all get down with the vibe. Ooh. That's what you should have done, Caroline. Why'd you do all that? Why'd you get the pregnant waddle on and the cravings and the swollen ankles and all that good stuff and the contractions? Why'd you do that? Pass it off to your man, because being a woman is just a vibe. So why'd you let him do it? It's not like you were built for that, Caroline. It's not like your hips and stuff were built for that. Crazy jackasses. We're going to talk about that too, because in the thing we're going to talk about came from she's like the president of the National Women's Law Center. What does that mean? Do women practice law different than men? I don't get it. Spunberry 65, thank you for the Hamilton. Can't believe Newsom wants Biden's job. Believe it. These people, Spunberry 65, these people fail up. See, in the private sector, you fail down or you fail out. They fail up. He ruined San Francisco. He's almost done ruining California. So why would they not let him ruin the country? They fail up Kamala Harris was one of the worst things that happened to San Fran shithole when she was DA. Now she's vice president. They fail up. So it's only natural that Gavin Newsom would run for president. I'm sorry, guys. I can't say Gavin Newsom. Let me wait a couple beats. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And president in the same sentence. Because if I try to, if I try to, man, I'm probably going to spew. I can't say those together. Guitar Dude 777, what up? Kevin Spacey pleads not guilty to assaulting men he's attracted to in the UK. Hey, at least they were men. At least they were men. Oh, Tribu. Hey, Jericho, I'm in Jackson, Mississippi. Sorry to hear that. Hines General Hospital is a piece of shit now. Jackson, Mississippi is a piece of shit now. All they do is deliver babies and treat gunshot wounds. Love your show. Yeah, I was there. Last time I was there was in 2011, and it was horrible. My grandma, rest in peace to my grandma, Miss Ernestine, she, like many black folks, when they moved into that neighborhood or had that house built, it was a nice working class neighborhood where everybody worked. Remember that word, the W word? Most people worked. It was a nice neighborhood. It was a safe neighborhood. But over the years, over the decades, it turned into shit around her. So now the people like her are held hostage in these shitty neighborhoods. I sat in front of her house. There was a dope house across the street from her house. I couldn't count the number of drug deals I saw go down. I saw one young man, he pulled up in a new Honda Accord, had the dope boy uniform, the J's, the Jordans, expensive ass Jordans, white t-shirt. He pops his trunk and he reaches into this little sack and he pulls it out and he spreads out all these $100 bills in the back in his trunk, talking to some other dude showing him. And I'm thinking to myself, that dude's probably going to kill you for that money. Or someone's going to shoot you. This dude, today, I bet that dude's dead. I bet he got shot and killed. Because that's usually how that life ends. Jackson, Mississippi is horrible. I was driving through there. I went to a place, Tribu. Is that place, or have you ever heard of that place called Stamp Burger? The place there called Stamp Burger, where you get a whole pound burger and fries and a drink for like 12 cents. Even when I went there in like 2011, it was hella cheap. Kind of place I don't think the health department ventures into very often, but the food was good. But yeah, Jackson, Mississippi's fucked. And that's very unfortunate, especially for the people who were there, who have been there since it was a great place and watch it just fall apart around them. Kicking the tires, Gavin, bang your wife Newsom. He will. He did. He banged his best friend's wife. Okay, people, dang it. Now can we get started? MyGreenGear.com. Okay, got all new merch there, new ideas like this. Is he not the devil? Tell me he's not. MyGreenGear.com. Go check it out. Brand new stuff there. JerichoGreen.net. Exclusive videos once a week. You will only find there all kinds of other little tidbits for you too. Venmo, GreenforGreen, Cashapp, $ Jericho Green, and the number 1. Super chats. You see how the popular kids are doing it. Watch, like this one right here. Let me show you. Let me show you how this works, guys. Boom. Reina Gonzalez. Thank you for the Hamilton. Blessing from Indianapolis. Here's your Hamilton, Mr. Jericho. Thank you, young lady. I appreciate that. See? Super chats. Boom. That's how we do it. Get them in here. First come, first serve. Of course, we're going to kick it off with a good gun. And this is a good one today. And as you can see, the picture, the thumbnail for the video is Lebronica James crying like the overprivileged bitch that he is. And he weighs in on Brittany Griner. Too bad Brittany Griner doesn't have a tenth of his basketball ability, and then she probably wouldn't be sitting there. California is trying to truck us over. A little play on words there. AB5, it's this it's a continuation, it's the next phase of that thing they were doing back in 2019 to make private contractors, make it damn near for private contractors to be private contractors, like Uber drivers and stuff like that. A lot of the reasons that people pick these jobs is for the freedom. California took that away, said, no, you must be an employee. You can't have your freedom. But the AB5, this part has to do with truckers, truck drivers, 18-wheelers. We see them all. If you're coming to California, you're going to notice under the trailer, between the wheels, there are these aluminum, sheet metal. So if you were looking at the side of an 18-wheeler, you would see the wheels back here and then the wheels in the front. And then there's just a space underneath the trailer where you can see to the other side, right? Wrong, not in California. They put this piece of sheet metal there, so it makes the truck, there's less windage or whatever pushing against the truck. It makes them more aerodynamic so they can conserve fuel. So if you're in California or anywhere you are, if you see a truck with these pieces of sheet metal on the side of the truck, underneath the trailer, between the tires, know that truck is from California. And if you're in California and you see an 18-wheeler without that, that's how you know that 18-wheeler is from outside of California. I guarantee you look at the license plate, it's an out-of-state plate if it doesn't have that stupid-ass piece of sheet metal. But what comes off of an 18-wheeler? What percentage of our goods is delivered by truck? Oh, I know, 100%. That's why every store, grocery store, clothing store, whatever they sell, that's why they have a loading dock. Because trucks back in to drop that shit off. If it's not a loading dock, it's UPS, it's FedEx. What do they run on? Sunshine and dreams? No, gas. Or if you're an out-of-touch, fucked up, corrupt politician like Maxine James Brown Waters, you call it gasoline. I'm not complaining at all, guys, but I'm never going to get to the stream if I keep going super chats. But I'm not complaining. You super chat me to death. Crystal Williams. Isn't that a pop singer's name? No, that's Denise Williams. That's all. Let's hear it for the boy. That was Denise Williams. Anyway, Crystal Williams. Thank you for the twomp. As a Texan, I love your good gun segments. Well, Crystal, very good segue. We're going to get into that right now. Spun bearing 65. I'll get back to you in just a second. I got to do what Crystal told me to do. Good gun. This is a segment that we do at the beginning of each live, showing what happens when a gun, which is a tool, is in the hands of a good person. That's when guns do good things. They only do bad things when they're in the hands of a bad person. And this story has both. Title: would-be robber fatally shot during gun battle at Compton smoke shop. Uh-oh. Compton. A would-be robber was fatally shot during a gun battle with an employee at a Compton smoke shop Tuesday, and two suspects are being sought. The incident occurred just before 7 p.m. at a business, according to Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. And they got a picture of the two jackasses here. Out of the two, which one do you think had a dead? Neither one of them. The suspects entered the location. Oh, there's my alarm to remind me to put out the trash cans. But we need a Green New Deal here when I got 3 trash cans out in front of my house. 3. Regular trash, recycle, and green waste. How do you get more green than that? 3 trash cans. And you want to squeeze our nuts tighter? Anyway, the suspects entered the location and pointed their handguns at the employee behind the counter. The employee, who was an armed security guard, pulled out his own weapon, surprising the suspects, and a gun battle ensued. The men ran toward the exit, returning gunfire and tripping over each other. What is that Benny Hinn music? How do you trip over each other? How much planning did you jackasses put into this? Tripping over each other before running out of the store. The employee suffered gunshot wounds to his face and neck. He was later released from the hospital. So maybe it was shrapnel from maybe some glass they shot, or They just grazed him. We got 2 grazings. Man, if you were a cat, you got 1 more life left. About 30 minutes later, deputies responded to a gunshot victim at Martin Luther King Hospital. Why is MLK always in the middle of something fucked up? Like, they don't put an MLK Street in Beverly Hills. And discovered the person was one of the would-be robbers and had been shot by the employee during the ordeal. Oh. That man later died at the hospital, authorities said. He has not been identified. A second suspect was taken into custody Wednesday, authorities said without elaborating. Khalil Malik Lundy, 23, and Keith Terrian Rachel, that's Rachel, 21, were identified as the other suspects in the video and are wanted for murder. So they must be getting charged with murder because their friend got killed? That makes sense. Whatever. So that's cool. So look, even in California, there's still some remnants of you can defend yourself. There's a video of it too. They come in, there are 4 of them, they're kind of milling around, and then one of them draws his gun. The security guard grabs his gun. He hesitates for a second, like, is this really fucking happening? And then when he draws it, they just start blasting, and then you see the fool with the gun. He turns around and trips over his homeboy like a bunch of fucking amateur jackasses. But I'm glad they were amateur jackasses, because if they weren't, then the security guard would probably be the one being taken to MLK and not making it home. So good for him. Good for you, man. And despite the horrible shit I'm about to tell you about California, that gives us at least a teeny tiny bit of hope that we can still defend ourselves here. Let's see. Oh, man. Anyway. So, all right. Spun bearing 65. I got your 20 hanging right here. I got your 20 right here. They call me Governor Tits and Ass. Because first I grab your tits and then I grab your ass. That's why he don't have a job no more. Couldn't keep his hands to himself. And you thought he was the worst, New York? I bet. You have the worst now. Ghost of Josie Wales, don't be play here. This is not the place for playness. All right? Take your player somewhere else. Grand Champ Pros, thank you. Play stupid games. You know it. That's right. What do you expect? That's how stupid these fools are. They didn't do no recon. They didn't, hey man, go in there and check out, hey, what's the layout? They got it secured. How many people in there? Nothing. They probably put the blunt out and walked right in there. And you guys didn't turn around and leave when you saw the dude standing there with a bulletproof vest on? Usually people who have bulletproof vests, they usually have something with them that has bullets. Nothing, no red flags went up when you saw the dude wearing a bulletproof vest. Fucking collection of idiots. I hope they all get charged with murder, because you're all just fucking idiots. We don't need people that stupid out in the world who can procreate. You either give them a life sentence so they can't come out in society, or you give them a vasectomy and a shorter sentence. So that way when they do get out, they can't make no other stupid little motherfuckers like them. Ms. Pepsi Girl, thank you. I use my wife's YouTube Premium. Give April a loud shout out from our grandpa in chief. Hey, this isn't the mall, only in America. Hey, shout out to you. Thanks for letting your husband use your premium. What? Who are you people? What a jackass. You think he's done? He just got to the Middle East, people. He's not done. You think he's ran out of stupid? You think Biden's stupid tank is on empty? That shit stays full. Max Bang, thank you for the Hamilton. Blaming guns for death is like blaming forks for obesity. Yeah. The fork is a tool. It'll just lay there until you pick it up and do something with it. Why are people so dumb? Why do people want to be so dumb? Well, I say ignorance is bliss. Must be like a warm blanket wrapped around you. You ever been sleeping real good? Or you wake up like this and you got drool on the pillow like that. That's what ignorance feels like. It must. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get in that ass like a bike with no seat, huh? So, Lebronica James, he opened his mouth. See, first of all, before we get into that, I saw in the comments earlier that Ivana, I saw people saying Ivanka, but that's his daughter, right? But his wife, I guess his ex-wife, she died. So, yeah, that's sad. Yeah, that sucks for Trump, but it's not like, I didn't know her. If the first lady died, his wife died, yeah, that'd be shitty. Or even if his daughter. I thought it was his daughter at first. If it was his daughter, that'd be real shitty. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Trump's ex-wife died. Anywho. So yeah, Lebronica, and I call her that because she's over emotional. Again, raised in a single parent home. Just flooded, submerged in, drowned in estrogen. So now he is a 6'9", 270-pound lady. So I call him Lebronica. So she was on her bullshit ass podcast, The Shop, and that's where he gets equally stupid guests in there to all regurgitate their stupidity all over each other like an ignorance orgy. And he was talking about Brittany Griner, how she's been locked up in Russia for 150 days or some shit like that, and how he's like, man, he said, if I were her, I probably wouldn't want to come back to America. He didn't say she probably doesn't want to come back to America. He said she probably feels like America doesn't have her back. And if I were her, I wouldn't want to come back to America. But then he backpedaled like a day or two later. No, I love this beautiful country. No, you don't. You love the lifestyle and the freedom that this country allows you, but you don't love this country. We can tell by your Twitter feed, you don't love this country. If China had a high quality of life like we do, you'd be over there in a second, nestled firmly against that communist chest, burying your head in President Xi's bosom. But they don't offer that kind of life over there. They don't like people that look like you over there. They would admonish you and make fun of you. You don't have the quality of life there that you have here. That's why your punk ass stays here. You talk all that noise about America and your ass has gone nowhere. Why don't you go to another country? You don't think you got the money and influence to start your own NBA over there? Go. It's so racist to you black folks. Go start a league in Africa. That's where black folks came from, literally. Why don't you go over there and start an African basketball league? You got the money. You can't get some of your other fellow players and former players to throw some of their millions into it? Why don't you do that? You could be in charge of everything, LeBron. You could call it LeBron's Basketball Association of Africa. LeBa. You could call it that. It's all you. You got total control, bruh. Go do that shit. Hell no, you ain't going no fucking where. You know how good it is here. Even LeBron James ain't that stupid, and he's stupid. There's stupid people that look at LeBron and say, man, you're stupid. He ain't that stupid. He ain't crazy. Mick Walsh, thank you very much, says, Le China is a hypocrite. He's a lot of things. Smart is not one of them. He don't say nothing unless China tells him to. They just fucking, that's them sticking their hand up LeBron's ass. And they go like this, and he says whatever, like this, like the little fucking marionette that he is. LeBron James, he dumbass. You wouldn't want to come back here? Don't lie. And you know who wants to come back to America more than anybody If anybody in the world could click their heels together 3 times and bring their ass back to America, you know who would do that? Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner is the biggest patriot there is in the world for America. That girl wants to come home. And what do you mean? What do you mean America? She feels like America doesn't have her back. Why does America have to go get her? Now, if those Russians kidnap Brittany Griner, I don't know how they would kidnap her big ass, but if they did, then America has to go get her. That's one of our people. You took them. We can't have that. But that's not what happened. She went over there and broke the law. So now she has to go through their legal system, or a sham of a legal system, and pay the price for what she did. If they kidnapped her from somewhere, yeah, we're going to go get her. You giving her back. But that's not what happened. And you know who wrongfully imprisons more Americans than anyone else? Piper Perry. I didn't see your AOC question. Hold on a second. Eric Davidson, thank you very much. Even Lebronica thinks things seeing Lebronica says is stupid. He probably goes home every night before he gets in bed, looks at the mirror and says, that was stupid. Piper Perry, put your question up again and I'll look for it. But what do you mean? You wouldn't want to come back here, LeBron? Where are you going to go? If they had your dumbass in custody, you said you probably wouldn't want to come back here. So where would you go? Nowhere. You'd want to bring your ass back here. And how about handing out some of that personal responsibility? How about she needs to be responsible for her actions and don't try to sneak your vape pen into a communist country, the communist country? Why would you do that? Why not give her personal responsibility? Brittany, you got to pay for that one, girl. It's not America's responsibility to come and get you. What do you mean America doesn't have her back? Look at the life she's created in America that doesn't have her back. She's still able to make a living after kicking her wife's ass in America. Lebronica, shut your ass up, you dummy. You so stupid. Oh, no, I want to say I love our beautiful country. You damn right you love it. Blood Soul Beast. Hey, Jericho, do the Kamala cackle. Gagak, 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 gagak. I don't know what I just said in Kamala, but I know I said something. Like, if I was ever near her and I did that, I wonder what she would say. Like, is that like a mating call or something for her? You guys try it. Gagak, if you're ever near Kamala, and see what happens. Like, is she going to come like a beast running towards you? Would you say? I don't know. Ranson Shan, thank you very much again. LeBron did activism post millionaire status. Exactly. That's not brave. You're not doing that. That's like what's her name? What's his name? Or its name? Bruce Jenner coming out and got a bravery award. No, dummy. No. You came out as a Ku Klux trans member in America, and you're rich and famous, and you live in Calabasas, California. That is void of bravery. That's not brave. That should have been in the gossip section on some shit Inquirer magazine website. That's what that should have been. A bravery award? No, that's not bravery. But for you to be an activist from your pedestal on Twitter, that ain't shit. Piper Perry, I mean, you didn't have to send a super chat, but I do appreciate it. Alex Stein called her a big booty Latina. Who? LeBron James? Somebody called LeBron James a big booty Latina? That's hilarious. But is that who you're talking about? Who's a big booty Latina? That'd be fucking hilarious if somebody did call LeBron James that. He's just an over-emotional dummy with a big platform, which is unfortunate. People are going to listen to him and think what he says is smart and or true. Chuck Hall, Scorpion King, what's up? From Charleston, West VA. What's up? If I was her, I wouldn't even want to come back to America, you stupid ass. You stupid ass. Where the fuck would you go, LeBron? Huh? Where would you go? Right back at you, Piper Perry. I sure appreciate it. Thank you very much. AOC, what's everybody talking about AOC? What her dumbass do? Oh, it called AOC a big booty Latina. Oh man. Why did she quit her job at the bar? Why? I figured she'd be doing much better work. Much better work as a bartender. I think she would be serving the people of New York better from behind a bar. I really do. F Florida, I think the F of Florida nature lover David, no apparel has Jericho's name on it. Yeah, I do have some. Technically that, JG, but I have some other stuff there. Sure do, brah. I'll put the link in the description box to my Jericho, mygreengear.com. Loco Cortez. That woman's such a dummy. I'm telling you, 10-year-old in a 33-year-old's body. You know she's engaged though. She's gonna get married to that ginger turd boyfriend of hers. But here's the downside. Usually when people get married, they end up having kids. Uh-oh. Is Loco Cortez gonna have a fucking baby, man? Uh-oh. That's gonna be crazy. She's gonna be in charge of another human being. How woke is that baby gonna be? That baby's gonna have a Che Guevara onesie on. Oh my goodness. That makes me sick. So, something else I want to talk about. But before I do, friends, American farmers recently warned about coming food shortages. They're not going to be able to grow enough food this year because of an off-the-charts fertilizer shortage. That means you need to stockpile emergency food if you don't have some. Get the recommended minimum of 3 months worth per person in your family. Right now, you can save $150 off a 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest preparedness company, proudly offering Ready Hour brand products because they're the very best. Go to preparewithjericho.com, get your $150 savings on their 3-month emergency food kit. This kit provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, and snacks totaling over 2,000 calories a day. You won't go hungry when you have this food. So go to preparewithjericho.com, save $150 on your 3-month emergency food kit. That's preparewithjericho.com. Don't let your family suffer. Take action now while there's still time. Go to preparewithjericho.com. So here's a question that we never had to ask 7 years ago, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Didn't even ask it. Someone who did ask this question, you look at him like, what do you mean, you idiot? You know exactly what that is. But somehow, we have been contortioned, if that's a word. We've been bent and twisted into this weird social pretzel where now people will say this out loud without being looked at like they're the dumbest person ever. So I pose this question to you, and we know the answer, but we need to have other parts of society also know the answer so they stop asking this stupid fucking question. But what the fuck is a woman? Because the president of the National Women's Law Center does not know. Remember the lady from yesterday, the one who was like, actually, I'd like to make record that you not noticing trans people is violence? Miss Upspeaking jackass from Berkeley, of course. But she was a black woman. This is also a black woman. So why are they trotting them out to be the guinea pigs for this stupid shit? I'm just noticing the patterns. That's all. I'm just noticing the patterns. So let's see if we can find this. So I want you to listen to this bullshit. If you are operating heavy machinery, including a vehicle, pull over, power down. If you're holding eggs, something fragile, maybe a crystal glass or a baby. Put it down. Here we go.
Since you are the president of the National Women's Law Center,
President.
I was hoping that you could define what a woman is for us in this committee hearing.
Well, as the president of the National Women's Law Center, you can imagine I say woman a lot in my day job.
Okay, so I'm just asking for the definition.
So what I'll tell you is I am a woman. That's how I identify.
Okay.
But I wonder, however, if in part the reason that you're asking a question is that you're trying to suggest that people
I am simply asking the question, and I simply want an answer.
And so I think it's actually really important to be very clear here that there are people who identify as non-binary. I think about 5% of young
We're not going to go there. I was hoping maybe you would.
I
was hoping that maybe you would say something that maybe we learned in high school biology that has to do with X and Y chromosomes, but which define male and female. But I guess we're not going to get there.
Hear the way she talks? I identify as a woman, but like non-binary. Shut the fuck up. You know what I wish would happen? You remember that scene from Airplane where that woman would not stop screaming and crying, and everybody on the plane was lining up to kick her ass, and Leslie Nielsen grabbed her and shook her by her shoulders and slapped her in the face and shook her again? That's what I wish would happen. Stop being stupid. I don't know who's paying you to espouse this bullshit, but you know damn good and well what a woman is. Actually, non-binary and 5%. When did this become a thing? What do you mean what's a woman? You are. You are a woman. Actually, non-binary. Oh, that shit makes me so mad. That shit. And this is the president of the National Women's Law Center. It's in the title. But as we know, as we've learned here, being a woman, it's a vibe. Ooh. Turn the lights down low. Put on some soft music, because we're going to get ready for a woman's vibe. Ooh. How are we supposed to survive like this? How are we supposed to survive as a society when they are trying to push this bullshit from the highest levels? Nick Taylor, thank you very much. It's a cool name. Name's Nick. Nick Taylor. Hey, this isn't the mall. From ground zero of illegal immigrant trafficking in South Texas, Braun is Xi Jinping's talking head. He rolled it back. That's it. I'm telling you. Puppet. That's what he is. They manipulate his mouth. He don't say shit unless it's ran past the Chinese government. He don't say nothing. Lebron, close your mouth until I tell you to open it. It's the truth, man. LeBron don't say nothing until his handlers tell him. Quiet, boy. He does it too. Yes, sir, China, sir. I'll be quiet, sir. Jackass. Anger, blood. I don't know who said that. I went past it too fast, but yes. Jose Torres, don't call him shit for brains because shit has a purpose. Shit can fertilize the earth. His brain is good for nothing. His brain is just taking up space inside of his head. If you looked inside of LeBron James's head, it would look like somebody just took a scoop of Quaker oatmeal and fucking dumped it in there. And if you hooked up those little electrodes, you know, put those things, stick them in your head to check your brain activity, nothing. It should be flat line, no activity here. How is he walking? I don't know, but his brain does not work. Sean Angel, thank you for the Hamilton. AOC is the equivalent to Corey and Trevor from Trailer Park Boys. Again, at least that show had a purpose. It made people laugh. She doesn't make any of us laugh. We laugh at her, but we're not like laughing. Yeah, exactly, Lala. HK, AOC's baby is going to think that men can have babies. Shit, her baby might think the babies can have babies. Moda Love, 1968. Hey, Jericho, what is your cash app? Well, thank you for that question. I will answer it right now. My cash app is $Jericho Green 1. Jericho Green, the number 1. Thank you very much, Miss Moda Love 1968. Appreciate that. Is that what the kids say? Still? But it's infuriating. And these people, they'll be the first ones to tell you, I have a degree from here and like here, and I went to like undergrad school here, and I got my PhD here, and you're still a dumbass. Those degrees are nothing. They're just fodder to start a campfire. That's what your degrees are worth. Paper shred them and put them at the bottom of a bird's cage so they can be shit on. That's all they're good for. Those degrees in those schools did nothing. You went to all that school. You rose to the level of president of the National Women's Law Center, and you can't even tell what someone is that's in the title of the business that you work for. That's like somebody, I'm the CEO of McDonald's, and I don't know what a French fry is. And they keep giving these idiots time. They keep giving, I tell you, they fail up. Oh, here's some good news. Senator Tiara Mack, remember Miss stood on her head and twerked for votes? I'm twerking for your vote. I can't work for it, but I can twerk for it. She got banned from Twitter. Or TikTok, excuse me. The other shit platform. TikTok. You know you are 100% organic, grass-fed jackass if you get banned from TikTok? TikTok? TikTok is the social media platform equivalent to if you could turn that sound into a social media platform, that's TikTok. All people do there is eat hot stuff and put things in their butt and dance. And she got banned from that. She got banned from lady, you suck. You suck. You got banned from TikTok. You're really bad. TikTok don't ban anybody unless you're speaking the truth. Usually you got to speak the truth to get banned from TikTok. But you were doing that's what TikTok is about. TikTok is about twerking. And it was too much for TikTok. You're an idiot. Danny McEnany banned for what? I guess her a lewd act. I guess it was too much for Twitterers' eyes to see. She got banned for it. Man. Amanda Mitchell, you don't need to be eating Skittles anymore because it's not Pride Month. June is when you eat Skittles. I'm sorry that you choked. I hope you're okay. But if you get banned from TikTok, oh, man. Whew. You suck. Rhode Island. If I knew a Rhode Island accent, I'd do that right now. Does Rhode Island have an accent? I know they say like clam's weird or some shit, but man, TikTok said you're too much? Girl, you too much. You took too much, man. You took too much. Valerie Rogers. Thank you very much, young lady. My sons knew what a girl was at 4 years old, and you know why. Same thing with my son. He just knew. My son's 6, but we knew a long time ago that women were his thing. That's where there's no question whatsoever. Even when he was like, he was little, like 4 and 5. I caught him watching old Baywatch reruns one time, so I knew he was good to go. I knew what he liked. I knew that. Baywatch, running slow-mo toward the camera. No questions there, son. You are straight as an arrow. So, yeah. Senator Tiara Mack, banned from TikTok. Hope they ban her from the state senate in Rhode Island. Here we go. All right, David M., thank you for the Hamilton. U.S. Navy vet 80s and 90s. Hoorah, go Navy, HM1. Okay, thank you for your work. Watching from South Carolina, longtime subscriber, first time to make the stream. Thank you for coming. Love your content, brother. Keep it coming. Biden is a jackass, and that's the official opinion of America. No offense to any jackasses out there. There's a donkey right now going, hee-haw. I don't think donkeys would even be offended. They'd even be like, yeah, he's a jackass. Don Zucksworth. AOC has a rotten taco. Don't say that. Don't taco shame. Are you talking about her? Because she's a taco. If you ask the president's, the resident of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, if you ask his wife, she's a taco. So you mean she's a rotten taco or her taco is rotten, like the pink taco? I don't understand. The first lady called Mexican people or Latinx, she called them breakfast. I've heard of judges doing gag orders, like on people, the jury and people that have to do with the trial. Can you put a gag order on a first lady and a president? Just don't let them talk. All right, can we do that? Can we sign can we get a petition circulating to not let them talk? Because they are both. And she's supposed to be watching him. She's the orderly. She's supposed to be guiding him around and shit. She's like, Joe, you think you can say stupid shit? Hold my insure. Let me show you something. You don't know stupid talking till you hear me grab the mic. Okay. Oh, and speaking of people who can't talk, Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, the politician who went horizontal so her career can go vertical. She said, in the midst of inflation being at a record 9.1%, haven't seen this since 1981. That was a year after I was born. She said, and thankfully, because I was getting worried. I was worried about how I'm going to put fuel in my vehicle and feed my family and pay all my bills, being that the same dollars I had, a year ago aren't worth the same as they are today. But while I'm worrying about those things, concerned with those things, what do they call those? Breakfast table issues. She came out and said, and I quote, prices are down 40 cents per gallon. Hey, thanks, man. You dropped it 40 cents per gallon. She said in the last month they've been going down for every month, last few months. But it's down 40 cents a gallon. Hey, all you people in Southern California who are paying $77 a gallon, all you guys in SoCal who are paying $7 a gallon, will just know that now you only have to pay $6.60. So get your pen out, get your paper and your stationery, and you write Kamala Harris a thank you letter for letting us know that. Jeff, 1980, you know what's up. Greatest year. But gas prices are down 40 cents per gallon. So what are you guys bitching about? Fuck, what do you want them to do? Drop it down to $2 a gallon where it should be? What do you want from this woman? She's a border czar who can't make it to the border. What do you want from her? They shaved off 40 cents per gallon. Why aren't you happy? If you're where I'm at and you're paying $6.70 a gallon, it's down 40 cents. You're only paying $6.30. What are you bitching about? Here. Damn. We took 40 cents off. What do you want? Fucking taxpayers are never happy. Nick Taylor, thank you again. Forgot to tell you, U.S. Army Field Artillery vet. Sons out, guns out. I'm one of ABL's original mods. The very fabric of morality is under fire. It's on fire. They're trying to burn that shit to ashes. You ever clean out your grill? Those briquettes turn to ash. You can't even hold them in your hands. That's what they want. They want to burn it down from the ground floor up and remake it in their image, which is fucked up, perverted, and gross. Imagine their future. Their future is what Sarah Connor was having a nightmare about when she was laying on that table in Terminator 2. That's their world. Dystopia. I like our world. Our world is fair and just. Our world lets you do what you need to do and protect yourself. Our world keeps everybody safe and keeps your cost of living down. That's our world. That's when we're in charge of our lives. I don't want the government in charge. I've already had parents. I had 2 good ones. I don't need another one. I don't want to ask for everything again. I don't have to go ask for money and ask to go here and ask to go there. Can I have this? Can I do that? I don't have to stand outside of my parents' room getting the courage to go in there and ask if I could spend the night at someone's house knowing I fucked up a little bit that week in school. I don't like those feelings. I don't like the feeling of waiting for my parents to come home and whoop my ass because they told me when I get home, I'm going to whoop your ass. I don't like those feelings. I don't like telling my friends, no, I can't do it. My parents won't let me. Mom, can I have this? No. Dad, can I have that? No. It's too expensive. You don't need that. To have a TV in my room? No. I don't like those days. I don't want them to come back. I did my 18 years under the rule of my parents. Now I'm in charge. I like it. I like freedom. I like being able to go where I want to go and do what I want to do. I don't want to go back to those days. I'm done. But that's what they want. They want to be mommy and daddy. You want to go somewhere? You want to do something? You want to buy something? You want to protect yourself? Why? What do you need protection for? Okay, we'll give you protection, but you can only have 3 rounds. Can't be semi-automatic. You got to wait 2 months to get it. And we're going to put this little stupid fin thing on it so you can't wrap your hand around it properly. I don't want that. Fuck off. You suck. You proved to us, we got a fool at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue that cannot get through a sentence. So you can't tell me what to do. Fuck you. I should be telling you what to do. I should be running your life, Joseph. You don't know shit. In Israel today, when they were done introducing you, you turned around again. He did this before, turning the same direction. He turned to his right with his hand out like he was expecting someone there to be there to shake his hand. There was nobody there. It was him and the president or wherever the fuck on the stage with him. And tell me why that president put his hand at his lower back again to fucking guide him. No bullshit. The dude guides him to his seat. That ain't even his job. Guides him to his seat. And the man, the president of the other country, whoever that was, who was much younger, he was already sitting in his seat while Biden was still getting in his seat. Homeboy was already sitting down. Biden looked like a fucking old man, all hunched over and waddling to his seat. I'm gonna sit right here. And you want to tell me what I can and can't do? You can barely chew solid food. You're 2 steps away from all of your meals coming out of a blender. And you're going to tell me what to do? How is that possible? He's only been in the Middle East for 2 days, and he's embarrassed us twice. Are we going to have an embarrassment a day? I thought it was an apple a day that kept the doctor away. But we're going to get an embarrassment a day. We're going to get an embarrassment a day while he's away. What do you say? Let's lay by the bay and play with some clay. What movie is that from? How is this possible? How is that possible? Who put this fool out there? This is elder abuse. He should be wearing some house shoes that are easy to slip on and off. with little rubber things on the corners of tables and chairs so in case he falls, he doesn't hurt himself. He should have a bathrobe. Yeah, you got that right, none the miser, Happy Gilmore. What are you doing with that bottle? Looking for the other half of it? Here's some here, a little bit over there. Love it. Biden should be living the life that Happy Gilmore's grandma was living. Take him to a home, leave him in someone's care, nicer than that dude. That's what he should be doing. Not jet setting around the world, making us look stupider by the minute. I'm not bullshitting. Go look at it. He turned around with his hand out. Joe, did you see somebody out of the corner of your eye? Because the stage, it's wide open. When you walked up there, you could see the whole stage. Ain't nobody up here. But he walks up there, turns like this. Oh, and then he puts his hand, am I supposed to sit over there? And then the guy again, hand at the lower back. Sir. Right over here. The dude had been sitting down for 2 minutes by the time Joe Biden finally sat his old dusty ass down. Cracking and popping, fucking sand coming out of his joints. The sands of time. Day 2. He's only been there for 2 days. Damn it. Keep him, Middle East. You want to pay us back? You want to pay us back for all the shit we've done over there? Israel, keep him for like 7 months. Please. Just imagine how things would run if Biden stayed overseas for like 6 or 7 months. Now, it might be worse. Because there might be some clause or something in the Constitution where if a president's gone for this amount of time, the vice president takes over. We don't want that. We do not want that. But we cannot have this. Sure did. That dude is like a president of a country. He's supposed to be taking nobody to the seat. He's not an usher. But he had to. If he didn't, Biden would still be walking. He would have walked right off the stage. Remember them little toys back in the day? They were like this big, and you wind them up, the little white knob on it, and you wind it up and have the little flat feet that would go like this. And if you put it on the table, it would just go until it fell. It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't turn around. It would just go right off the side of the table. So maybe that dude knew if he didn't stop Joseph, he was going to keep walking. And he probably had what's up, Mama Babs? He probably had a soft spot in his heart. He probably looked just like his grandpa. Maybe his grandpa got out one day and wandered around and he felt bad. I don't want that to happen to him. I don't want Biden. Hey, this isn't the mall. Where am I? He didn't want that for him. Wow. I never saw this one coming, guys. Never. Farrellman 23. I hope I said that right. God bless libs moving to the beautiful Christian conservative communities we built, turning them rainbow and pro-choice. What do we do? See, I don't understand that. Whether you're moving to a new state or you're moving to a new area, like myself, we moved from where they make liberals. It's like those of you around the country who might live in like Hershey, Pennsylvania, or you live near this is where they make this shit. Like this is the epicenter of it. That's where I was. I lived in the land of salt and pepper, ponytailed Hawaiian shirt, Subaru wagon driving professors. The granola-headed dirt fucker was created where I used to live. I used to live near Santa Cruz. Dude, Santa Cruz. It's not just known for surfing. UC Santa Cruz is neck and neck with Berkeley for turning out punk-ass, weak-ass, soft handshake, leftist psychopaths. That's what they do. That's their specialty. So coming from there and moving up here, Well, I didn't take part in that bullshit in the first place, but I certainly wouldn't bring those ideals up here. That's what drove us away. Why would you bring with you what drove you away? That's weird. And I feel bad for communities and states like that, where you got people coming from California or something fucking everything up. I'd be mad as shit. We better start putting border patrol in all our state borders. Where are you coming from? Who'd you vote for? What do you believe? Who can have babies? Who can breastfeed? Do we need to start asking these questions before we're allowed to travel between states to stop people from bringing their bullshit? Ugh. I'm so ashamed of California. I am so ashamed. I can't wait till the day comes where I leave this fucking state. I won't even know what to do. I probably won't even know how to act when I get to a free state. Jericho, where's your gun? Oh, I left it at home. I can't carry it. Oh, but you're a free state now. Go get it. Put it on your hip. Or if you don't want to, get one of those concealed carry holsters. Put it wherever you want. What do you mean wherever I want? Wherever you want. Put on your hip, your waistband. What do you want to do? You mean I can go outside with it? Outside, go wherever you want. Wait, what do you mean? It's like the show A Living Color. There was an episode where a slave had been hiding out for so long. It was like during like Civil War or something. And he was in this cave with his dad who died. And he comes out of the cave and it's in modern day times. He comes up and he's like in like this park. And David Allen Greer plays a guy, black guy sitting there on his phone in a suit. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And a cop comes up to him. He's like, hey, man, get out of here. He's like, man, don't talk to me like that. And the slave, Damon Wayans played the slave. And he's like, what you doing talking to them white folks like that? Boy, is you crazy? Oh, he don't mean it, so leave him alone. So he's like, hey, man, don't talk for me. This fool ain't got no right to be talking to me like that. Oh, man, why you talking to the white man like that? And he's like, man, what you talking about? This ain't no slave times. I can do whatever I want. That would be me going to a free state. What you doing with that gun in your hip like that? You better put that thing away. Master Gavin don't like you having no guns in public. They're like, what the fuck? Man, we do whatever we want here. Ain't the governor of our damn state. That would be me going to a free state, not knowing what to do with all this freedom. I'm just overwhelmed. I just pass out. Walk outside and pass out. Freedom. I have freedom stroke. It happens sometimes. They try to wake me up. Wave the American flag in my face. What? Oh, you have freedom stroke. It happens. Where are you from? California? Yeah, we get that a lot. They get here, come outside, all this freedom to do and say what they want. That usually overwhelms them and they pass out. Checking my pulse. You're good. You'll be all right. Give them some orange juice. Right? Let's see. Here's a good question here. Here's a question we all have on our minds. From Joshua Morales. Yo, Jericho, can you be the son of a former vice president of the USA and still be a junkie? Yes, you can. That proves America is a land of opportunity. Land of opportunity. You could be a crack smoking junkie and be just fine and not get in trouble for it. It's beautiful. Love this country. Love it. GAA PTSD from leaving California. Yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to get used to freedom. It really is. But I'm willing to take the chance. All right, people. You know, it was a beautiful live today. We all did well. We all contributed. Comment section, super chatters, myself, all of our efforts with our powers combined. We'll put in that big mixing bowl, little Jericho, little comment section, little super chats. Mix it all up. Delicious. Delicious. Thank you guys. Sure appreciate it. What are the chances that more stupid shit's going to happen overnight and we're going to have plenty to talk about? Plenty to talk about in the afternoon tomorrow. What are the chances? What politician is going to say or do or pass some stupid ass law to hinder us as American taxpayers? I'm just wondering. We'll find out. Don't forget, people, mygreengear.com. Link will be in the description box. JerichoGreen.net. Hit that link tree. Venmo is Green for Green. Cash App, $ Jericho Green. The number 1. Super chats. You saw how it's done. Continue to do so tomorrow. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Thank you for being here, you guys. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.